Hello and welcome. This is going to be the first video to my Japanese language learning journey. Um, I am currently enrolled in a Japanese language class at the college that I attend, and I've always really wanted to learn Japanese, and I just sort of decided that, maybe I wanted to document the experience just for fun. So that's what this is. Um, So yeah, I'm gonna start by going over all of the materials that I use for studying or that I needed for the class. So starting off with that, kana can be easy. It shows hiragana and katakana, and it shows you how to write it. Shows you the balance of it all. And gives you some memorizing techniques like, moo sort of looks like a cow, stuff like that. Also, and I haven't opened this yet, but Yokoso's An Invitation to Contemporary Japanese, a textbook that I haven't used yet, but I plan on using this weekend. Lastly, for required stuff for the class, a Japanese workbook that goes with the textbook. And the workbook is really, really good. You know, you're able to tear the pages out. They're already perforated, which is really, really nice. And again, like it teaches you, the balance of things. Not all of them are exactly how my teacher is teaching me. But also, there are some differences between, how a character can be written, and stuff like that. As for material that I use, just that I've decided to use, I have this Japanese vocabulary, little trifold thing. Oh, there. I haven't used it a whole lot yet because I'm in 101 in my first semester, so we're not quite there yet, but it has been nice learning or being able to see some of the numbers and stuff like that when we were learning them. So that was really great. The last thing that I use, other than note cards or flashcards, is Duolingo. I just started it. Probably about a week and a half ago, and I've put a little bit of time into it, and I gotta say that sometimes they really give you the answer. Like, they'll be like, what is blue? And then they show you like a blue paint bucket spilling out, so it's like, okay, I don't need to even know it in Japanese, you're just like giving me the photo, or be like, what's 7? And then it has 7, you know, the number, not just written out. So like I don't have to know it in Japanese. So like there's little stuff like that. But overall, I really like Duolingo. I used it for Spanish. I don't know if it's necessarily the most accurate, but it's been helpful in trying to memorize some of the characters and stuff like that. I have not utilized like watching anime or listening to music because I am still so early on in learning Japanese that watching it just in subtitles, although that's what I do anyways usually when I watch anime, I'm not utilizing it for language learning just yet. So now I'll get to how far we are this semester thus far. So we are at the end of week 3. Yesterday, Thursday, was the last class for the week, and we have now finished hiragana. So we've gone over a, I, U, E, O, kakikuga, kyo, sashi, suse, so on and so forth. We have also gone over some vocab like breakfast, lunch, and dinner class, different utensils, like they are utensils, different stuff that you would use in class, like notebooks or textbooks or pencils, desks, stuff like that, as well as other vocabularies like part-time job, TV, stuff like that. And of course, as I had mentioned earlier, we've also gone over numbers. We've gone over just like the plain numbers that, ichi, ni, san. as well as started going over, because there's some differences depending on what you're using the numbers for. So, there's 2 ways to say for. With phone numbers, you use one way, whereas with like days of the month, you may use another. We've gotten pretty far, learning an entire writing system in 3 weeks. By the end of week 5, we're going to have to be exclusively using it for all of our class assignments. So none of the English alphabet, which is very scary, but also really cool. I have a week to like really perfect and make sure that I really know hiragana, because by the beginning of week 5, so in a week's time, that's all I'm going to be able to use, which is really exciting because, it's really going to help me learn it, to the fullest extent, and everything like that. So, yeah. I've really, thus far, enjoyed learning Japanese, enjoy all my classmates, my teacher, and yeah, it's been a wonderful experience thus far, and I'm definitely looking forward to learning more. As for like, pronunciation and stuff like that, um, definitely not anywhere near perfect or even necessarily, good. Um, but there are a lot of differences in how you say stuff. Between English and Japanese, of course. And I did just learn, so I'm trying not to beat myself up too much over it. But, yeah. It's just like, it's been a wonderful, wonderful time thus far, and I really look forward to learning more. And we get to learn little cultural notes about Japan and the people that, live there. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. With all of that out of the way, I'll talk about sort of my plans and my hopes. So, my plans and my hopes for this class and this entire language learning journey is to go to Japan and be able to hopefully be able to conversate with people, in the native language fairly well, and be able to do a abroad program. So my ultimate end goal is in my second year of Japanese at the college that I'm going to is to take a semester abroad in Japan. I've wanted to go abroad. I had planned on doing a year abroad right after high school, and just with some family stuff and other things going on in my life at that time, I wasn't able to go. But it's still definitely something that I really want to do, and it's something that I've wanted to do since I was like 12. At this point, I'm 22. And I'm just really excited, and I'm really hopeful. I really enjoy, what I know of Japanese culture and just about, their society and all that kind of stuff just overall. And I really look forward to hopefully going there one day. As I said, hopefully, as a study abroad program student, and having an experience that I will hopefully remember for the rest of my life. Other than that, that's pretty much all I got to say thus far. But I think I'm going to be doing some updates maybe every week, maybe every other week. I'm not really decided yet on my language learning journey, what I'm learning, what it's like, the difficulty. They say that learning Japanese is really difficult for English language speakers, native English speakers, and it's definitely not easy. But I have been listening to it for a very, very long time, and definitely some things are coming easier than others. But yeah, so I do plan on doing some updates, maybe every week. I don't know how long that they will be. But yeah, those are just sort of my plans, and I just wanted to just kind of put it all out there. If you're interested in this content and want more, I don't know, leave a like or something. Subscribe. I don't know. It feels weird like telling people to like and subscribe. But you know, if you enjoy it, you do you. um, but yeah, I will still be having some of my other content, like occasional like re-uploads of some streams or some, you know, condensed versions of them from video games that I'm playing, as well as additional games that I will only be playing on YouTube, as well as just some other content, you know, when I have the want to make that that content, whether it be, you know, crafts or about my kitties or really anything. This is definitely going to be like a more of a variety, you know, YouTube channel where, you know, there's going to be a lot of different stuff on here. I have a lot of different interests and stuff like that, and you know, variety is the spice of life. But anyways, I hope that you will have a wonderful, wonderful day, and I will see you next time. Bye.